Well, we're out here once again. So I'm gonna make this vlog just because, for one, I'm very bored, and I just kind of want to go through some things today. So, what's going on, guys? It is Shay here. Now, today, guys, I'm outside once again. I'm, just out here, just trying to talk to you guys, and then, just out here with my camera. And of course this thing. It's like the first thing I grabbed out of my book bag. So yesterday I had a good time yesterday. I hung out with some friends. I even got pictures on Instagram. Here's some pictures right here from us hanging out. It was pretty fun. There was this one video that one of my friends recorded of me trying to jump over. This video of me trying to jump over or trying to jump across the little rides in the mall that's near me. And then also, this thing is not wet. And also, I got this from the mall. It's a harmonica. It's like a little toy one. And it's pretty cool. It goes from all the way up to that. And of course, that's my favorite thing to do. Especially when I like playing like a little tune. I thought it was gonna be like one of those weird harmonicas where you could just like play, like kind of like tune these a little bit, but apparently not, because I wanted to make kind of like do a little tune from a video that I've been looking at for a while. My favorite one is doing that, and actually not doing it. It's blowing in number 9 and 10 at the same time. I'm supposed to be doing it and doing that. That's like my favorite one, so that way because I could do it pretty well. And then of course you do it around the whole mouth. At the end of the video, I failed. Well, it was kind of a fail video when I was running, because I was running and then I was about to fall by getting hit by that stupid shark ride. And then after I got down at the bottom, I said, so yeah, that's this. I just got it just because. I was gonna get me that Airsoft Desert Eagle yesterday, but apparently they and the Dunham's, which is a sporting good, not sporting good, but like a sporting place. Apparently you need to be 18 or older now. Apparently it used to be 16 or 18, but now it's just 18. Because apparently some teenagers were like had broken into, like stole some of those BB guns. Because that's in the section it's in the BB gun section. And I said to my friends, I know some people might take this the wrong way, but please do not take this the wrong way. But I told my friends, no racial, but I bet you $5 that the teenagers who stole those BB guns were white. And then I told my mom, like, when do you ever see a black dude, no racial, but when have you ever see a black dude try to steal a BB gun? You usually gonna see them steal a real gun. Now, apparently, I know that's very stereotypical, well, for the black people part, but that's very stereotypical for some, like, if a black dude's gonna steal a real gun, that's very stereotypical, and I should not be talking like that on this channel. But I was pissed yesterday. I was so freaking mad, because after I found out that it was 18 or older now, we did have someone that was 18 with us, but she does not look like she's 18. It looks like she's like 15 or something. She was with us, but I didn't want her to buy that for me, and of course she didn't. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll wait until this Friday, because I get paid by my mom this Friday for watching my baby brother. Which pretty sure a lot of you guys are like, you shouldn't get paid to watch your own sibling. But I don't have a job right now, and I'm not getting any calls from any of the jobs I applied for. So I just still gotta wait, or I just gotta still apply for more jobs. So I'm gonna get paid about like $50 this week, or this Friday. And I'm going back to the mall and getting it. I still have a few dollars left in my wallet, but I don't want to spend that yet. I'm gonna wait until Friday to spend that, because we're going a few places this Friday. By the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm sounding like this, I'm very tired. As I said, since I had such a good day yesterday, I fell asleep almost maybe about 20 minutes after I got back home, because I went back to my dad's house, and then my dad took me back. My dad brought me back here to come back home, and yeah. Was that. So apparently it was raining last night, so it was raining yesterday, and anybody who lives around me or lives around my area knows that it was raining. And apparently it was raining last night. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was I had a pretty fun time yesterday, aside from the time where I found out that you had to be 18 or older to freaking purchase a BB gun, because apparently you can be 16 and purchase a BB gun. I'm assuming at certain places you have to be 16 or older to buy a BB gun, but apparently in the store and Dunham's that I went to, or just that one particular sporting goods place, you had to be 18 or older because of what freaking happened. As I said, I hate people like that who try to steal, and I highly doubt they even freaking bought them up just to have. I think they bought them up just so they could sell them. I'll probably sell them again, you know, which really pisses me off. So yeah, I was pissed after I left there. So I was my mom called me, and you know, she was like, "Where am I at?" And you know, I'm at the mall because we already talked this up the day prior to this. You know, I was going to the mall for about 2-3 hours, and you know, she was cool with it. She was talking to one of my friends too. We were going to go get pretzels after we left the place, which is of course also in the mall, and then I started talking to my friend. I'm like, you know, like I just don't like it when that happens, you know. And then she's like, well, you know, that's just how certain teenagers are. I'm like, you know, because, you know, teenagers are stupid. And I'm like, you aren't wrong. But she's like, well, certain teenagers, because, you know, she's 18, which of course technically you are an adult, not legal adult, but you are considered an adult when you're 18. That's just the way I was raised, you know. My mom always told me, even when you're 18, you're still not an adult. When you're 21, you can go off and do whatever you want. So I brought my Gal Revolver out here today, not for sound testing, you know, like no sound effects testing or anything, but I also want to talk about sorry, my camera cut out. Now I left off at what I was talking about, the super unknown person guy on YouTube. So I watched this video title, I got a Toei had copyright strike me, which, you know, you know, for those who don't know who Toei is, those are the people who make Super Sentai, which is what ends up becoming Power Rangers, or what ends up being adapted into Power Rangers when it comes over to America, because Hasbro buys the footage from whatever season they're adapting from Toei. Are my voice correct? Whatever season they're adopting from Toei, Toei will sell them the footage, and then Hasbro will end up, or whoever, Saban or Hasbro, will end up buying the footage from them, and they would carry it over, and they would make it their own show. Except that they're still using Japanese footage for like roll calls and probably even like some morphing sequences. So my leg is itching. Sorry. So now about Super Unknown Person. So he said he got copyright struck by Toei on his video called Dino Supercharged Pink Ranger Extended, which was a video he did unlike, you know, the Dino Supercharged Pink Ranger, you know, like her, like doing her things or whatever. Excuse me. Apparently Toei can actually strike you if it's from Power Rangers. I didn't really know that, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense because, you know, it's still their footage. And there's a bunch of freaking like mosquitoes around my phone. But like, move. Oh, squash you. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, he got a strike, and I commented saying like, I think I commented something like, you know, that, dude, I know that I feel you, because I got struck by Toei twice back in the day. Back in 2018, I got struck by them twice for the Gokaiger theme song, which I tried to remix, which I actually did remix. You know, I lowered the pitch a little bit, but they still took it down. And I forgot was it another Super Sentai theme song? I barely remixed it, as I remember, which of course makes sense why they took it down, because I barely even remixed the song. So, you know, it was technically still theirs. So they struck me for those, and I did not, you know, file a dispute or anything. You know, like, you know, file a, you know, like a repeal on that or whatever. I can't get the proper words out, you know, because I'm still kind of sleepy a little bit. But you know, I didn't file a dispute or anything. You know, I didn't even like get an argument on that. Like, I didn't like go into detail or anything like. So I just waited until the strikes expired. So then he said that the strikes the one strike he got on his channel will last until the next 90 days, which I think is about 3 months. So his strike will last basically until, like, he said January, which is about 3 months from now. So like October, November, December. Yeah, about January. So yeah, that strike will stay on this channel for 90 days. And if you're watching this, man, yes, I know how you feel. I got struck by them twice. You know, it's kind of hard. And also now, since that I found out that his video got struck because of footage from Toei, now about that animation I was making about my series, and that one fight from episode 16 that I was animating, I now have to draw that out or use my own footage, because I was originally going to use some footage from Kyoryuger on where, you know, hang on, first off, where Kyoryu Red was, you know, when that one, hang on, that one scene from Kiri's, you know, all the time where Kiri Red is inserting his Shuridenshi and the top, you know, the top to go into Armed Dawn, and then he does this. So, you know, that's now that I found out that Toei is still striking people for their footage. Now I have to be very careful. So I'm not going to be posting that on YouTube. Probably might be posting on something else. But I highly doubt any of you guys will watch it though. But anyways, you know, I already know some of you will, but some of you guys won't because barely none of you guys watch my channel. So, anyways, now, yeah, that was that situation. I was gonna do sound testing. I will just do a few with the Gal Revolver. So now we got that all the way. We can go ahead and do Gal Revolver sound testing. I haven't turned it on yet. I didn't turn it off. I hate it when that happens, where I don't strike it, or I don't like fly it back. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Do that. I don't do it fast enough sometimes. It's like, what is that? Is that like me? Is that like, okay, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and pull out Parasegon first. That was terrible. And that was also terrible too. Now we're gonna do Tobaspino, which is my old Gabatira Judenchi. Oh. So yeah, that was that. So I'm gonna do Tobaspino on his own, probably in another video, but not this one. So yeah, that was that for right now. So now another thing. So when I got back home last night, I found out that somebody was sleeping in my bed, and of course, you know, if I ever get my own house one day, you know, and you know someone. That was weird. I'm hearing stuff in the trees, but that sounds weird, but okay. But yeah, I come to find out that someone was sleeping in my bed, and I'm like, you know, if I ever get my own house one day, you know, I will, you know, for any family members who needs a place to, you know, stay for the night or even stay for a couple days, you know, kick it with me, come live with me for a while, you know, it's cool. But tell me why I saw most of my clothes that were clean in the floor. Now my mom has this thing where she sees dirty clothes or clean clothes on the floor and just sits there, she's gonna get mad. So, you know, I basically pulled out my inner self. Like, I basically just pulled out my inner mom, basically. That sounds weird, but, you know, I basically take a lot of traits from my mom. Like, let's see, like, whenever, like, I get pissed off whenever I don't eat, when I don't have any food. Like, you know, when I don't eat for a while, I start to get pissed. What is another thing? I have a lot of traits from her that I share with her. I tend to sound disrespectful sometimes when I'm talking about a specific subject. You know, we both have that thing, and you know, we have that in common too. So yeah, I have a lot of things in common with my mom. So I basically brought up my inner mom inside me, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, I saw all those freaking clothes on the floor, my guns, you know, all my Nerf guns and stuff. You know, I saw my Nerf revolver that was on the other side. I saw my my Star Wars blaster in the floor in the kitchen. I'm like, what the freak is going on? I was swearing up a storm in the house yesterday because I was so mad. And I tell my brother this. It's like it's always something that pisses me off every single time I come from my dad's house or if I come back hanging out with friends. So I was so mad last night. It just made no sense. So yeah, it's always something that makes me mad usually, because it seems like I'm going back into that state again, where it seems like every time I come back from my dad's house or from hanging out with friends, there's always something that's going to piss me off when I come back in the house. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.